Hello everyone, this is the first of many Budokai 3 character tutorials. On this edition we'll be covering Piccolo. Now I believe Piccolo is one of the strongest characters in Budokai 3 for many reasons, both intentional and unintentional from the developer's perspective. One of the most egregious things in this game period is that his most powerful special move, Light Grenade, only costs half of a key meter, when usually moves that powerful cost 2. To add on to this, he can guarantee this Light Grenade off of hard knockdowns. Like so. These we'll get to them later, but they have armor. Another one of his strengths is that he's not lacking in frame data either. He has 11 frame jab like most other characters, and he could combo out of it with a moderate execution required. He also has probably the highest attack range out of any character in the game. So that helps him zone, keep his distance when he has a key disadvantage, or if you have a high health advantage and you just want to make them come to you. Lastly, for his strengths, he has armor on a lot of the on his guard breaking strings, like this one. Yep. Cancel out means armor. So yeah, we'll get to that in a second though. As for his weaknesses, he does have a really slow key blast compared to the other top tier characters. It can kind of hurt him a little bit, but he could still reflect key blast with his normal, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. Also, he needs to be at 4 key bars to transform, while there are other characters that can transform right at the beginning of the match. It can make it a little hard for him at the beginning of a match against those characters. You kind of have to play keep away for a little bit until you could get a key advantage through your hard knockdowns and whatnot. Yeah. Jump right into his cancels. The one that a lot of characters have is KK. Doesn't have a long stun time, but it is a good meaty to use as well. Has a lot of active frames on it. Forward P, 4P, PPP. long range. You can't get a full combo out of it at all ranges, unfortunately. So you'll have to settle for something else most of the time with that at the ranges you'd be using it. The hardest cancel with him is PP back PP. You can combo into either 4P or K. The last hit's a launcher. So what you can do if you're just starting out is cancel it. And if you see it hitting, you just do the last hit. And you get a double. Back P, forward K, P. That's mostly just filler. Side note is that you could charge the last P, and it's pretty much guaranteed if they get hit by the first 2 hits. Which is good for just resetting the damage scaling. Forward P, PP, forward P. That's really the crux of your offense. Due to forward P, PP, forward P having armor, you could charge it, and if they block it, you're plus anyway at your preferred range. The only way to really deal with it is if you see it charging, you either sidestep or to grab him. And if you do either of those responses, then he could just cancel it out, then counter hit you with a jab, or you do it again. As for his special moves, like I said before, he has light grenade, but he only gets that at fuse with Kami, which you get at 5 key. But to start out, you get destructive wave, which is okay. The first transformation grants him a 5% attack boost, and second transformation 10%. So it's not really noticeable in normal combos that much. And his max baseline is 4, which isn't very high in this game where Omega Shenron starts out the match with a full baseline. Yeah, so mainly you just want to get the fuse with Kami, then light grenade them in your combos. But what I do is I save the transformation for when you need it defensively or offensively, and just don't use special moves, and just like reset them with stuff like that, and like just try to keep it going as long as you can without using a special, pretty much. You don't want it to reset it back to neutral, you just want to keep the combo going as long as possible. He does have a pretty easy infinite to do. It's easier on big characters. Yeah, you also have to do that put them back up. As for anti-teleport cancel, you can do P like most other characters. You can do his P string. You can do forward P, PP forward P, cancel. You kind of have to hope that they don't teleport on the first hit there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for his anti-TC. So the game plan with Piccolo is just to, at the start of a match, it really depends on the matchup. Against a character with a transformation at baseline, you don't really want to go in and like use your offense, because they're just going to transform it and put you at a big disadvantage right at the start of the match. So you want to do just like back off, get a hard knockdown, potentially like go through one of their key blasts, whatever, then charge up 2 until you get to 4, then you could start doing your offense, because if both of you transform at the same time, then it cancels each other out. Against characters with weaker defense and like a higher baseline, like say Kid Buu or like Oob, what you'd want to do is use a lot of PP back PP, counter hit them, go into a combo, or guard break them with forward P, PP, forward P. And you kind of just want to, once you get the hit, you just want to Oki them to death. And one of the highest damage options he has, if you do, if you are in fused with Kami mode, do forward K, PP, back P, pursuit down, then do like grenade again. That pursuit down's a hard knockdown, and it grants you the ability to like grenade again. So that's like 2 for the price of 1 for what most characters would get. And that does like 800 damage just for the light grenades alone. Guess talking about matchups against the other like relevant top tier characters, I'd say Goku is pretty even. You just don't let him like transform and get you at a key disadvantage early. You prefer to have him at Super Saiyan 4 other than like Kaioken, because he can't just like have like a bunch of transformations ready. So if he is like charging ki at full screen, just let him. Teen Gohan, I don't know if forward P, PP, forward P has trouble whiffing against him. He isn't that small, but he has a really good jab string. He has, you know, Soaring Dragon Strike in Super Saiyan 2, which goes through a lot of your limbs. Honestly, you just kind of have to like play at his rules, and just kind of get your hits where you can. Adult Gohan, kind of the same thing, but against him you could block a lot more. So, yeah. And make sure to dodge his Soaring Dragon Strike if he does it raw or sidestep it. Goten is really small. He's probably the best character out of the like super small characters like Kid Gohan and Kid Buu and Oob. Vegeta, I don't just keep him out because you don't want him to do he has just really good anti-TCs, and his P's like has the same startup as you, and he just has like way really good priority and like speed on the rest of his moves. Like back K has armor on startup. He has a really good P plus K as well. Yamcha, just like try to keep him out, and like just yeah, do that. His range isn't good. If he does forward 4D, just dodge it, then do a punish. Against back P, just like do an armor move, then clash with him. His clash, if he wins the clash, he does like no damage. Against Cell, you want to do a lot of fake out. It's kind of like Goku, except he has better options against your limbs than Goku. He has energy field, which will beat out or trade with a lot of your normals. So you wanna like fake out a lot of them, just charge him up, then cancel, and like get him to waste his ki. And if once he does that, then you can go in. He also has the fastest ki blast in the game, so sometimes it's pretty much a guess that's in his favor, whether you charge it or not. Other than that, like just try to get a lot of forward P, PP, forward P going, and take every hit as far as you can. Super Buu. Never played this matchup. So I would just say try to minimize ball attack damage as much as possible. And like don't get hit in the back, or don't let him combo you in the back, pretty much. Deborah, he's really similar to Piccolo. He's like a mix of Piccolo and Cell, but a worse version of both of them. He'd probably do pretty well against Piccolo. He has a transformation at baseline. He has like a lot of the same normals-ish. So yeah, just and he has a really fast ki blast as well. But you don't really have to worry about him that much. No, not many people play him. Bardock is probably one of Piccolo's better matchups because Bardock has a really slow ki blast too. He doesn't have any transformations. All you really gotta look out for is his jab pressure, and against that, just like armor to keep him out, then charge your ki, then you can transform whatever. Use a lot of forward P, because he doesn't really have a lot of moves that reach that far. Omega Shenron, this one's probably really tough. Just try to anti-TC as best as you can, possibly, and just try to get as many hard knockdowns to try to match his ki. and that once you do that, then it'll be a lot more manageable. Yep. So that's it for my first character guide in Budokai 3. It was probably pretty sloppy, but I'll work on it as time goes on. You know, clean things up a little more. But, thanks for watching, and goodbye.